There is a certain kind of magic in revisiting Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. A magic that exists not only in the spells and enchantments of the film, but in the deep well of nostalgia it evokes. Watching it again feels like stepping through a doorway into childhood, where wonder was boundless and the impossible felt within reach. The film is more than just the beginning of an iconic saga. It is a relic of a time when the world was simpler, when adventure waited for us beyond every turn, and when we first believed, however briefly, that we too might one day find our way to Hogwarts. Released in 2001, The Sorcerer's Stone introduced audiences to J.K. Rowling's magical world with a sense of awe and innocence that sets it apart from the darker, more complex films that followed. It is a story of discovery, of a boy stepping into a world he never knew existed, and by extension, of viewers stepping into that world alongside him. There is a warmth in its storytelling, a golden glow that lingers in the candlelit halls of Hogwarts, in the snow-covered courtyards, in the soft wonder of John Williams' iconic score. To revisit it now is to feel the tug of childhood memories, a bittersweet longing for the time when magic felt real. Though years have passed, the Sorcerer's Stone remains timeless. Its beauty lies not only in its stunning visuals and its heartfelt performances, but in its ability to transport us back to that first moment of wonder. Even as we grow older, the magic of this film endures, offering us a way to reconnect with the past. In many ways, it is more than a film. It is a return to something we truly never left behind. One of the most enchanting aspects of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone is its ability to capture the sheer wonder of stepping into the unknown. At its core, the film is about discovery, not just of magic, but of friendship, belonging, and the possibilities that exist beyond the ordinary. Through Harry's wide-eyed perspective, we experience the world of Hogwarts as if we too are seeing it for the first time. From the moment Hagrid utters the words, "You're a wizard, Harry," the film sweeps us into a journey that feels as much ours as it is Harry's. What makes Sorcerer's Stone particularly special is its innocence. Unlike the later installments, which are shadowed by war, loss, and the weight of destiny, this film exists in a space of pure wonder. The stakes are smaller. There's no life-altering sacrifices yet, no tragic farewells. Instead, the film revels in the excitement of firsts. The first glimpse of Diagon Alley. The first ride on the Hogwarts Express. The first time hearing, "Welcome to Hogwarts." Even the danger in the story, the mystery of the Sorcerer's Stone, the encounter with Fluffy, the duel with Professor Quirrell, feels adventurous rather than dire, as if nothing truly bad could happen within the safe embrace of this magical world. This sense of lightness is what makes Sorcerer's Stone feel so different from the rest of the series. As the story progresses, Harry's world darkens. His innocence fades, friendships are tested, and the looming shadow of Voldemort grows ever closer. But here, at the very beginning, the magic is untouched by sorrow. Hogwarts feels like a sanctuary, a place of wonder rather than a battlefield. The friendships between Harry, Ron, and Hermione are at their most pure, built on laughter, late-night adventures, and the unshakable belief that together they can take on anything, which is ludicrous seeing that they're all 11 years old. For many viewers, This first installment is a reminder of their own childhood innocence, when the world felt limitless and full of possibilities. To watch it again is to remember what it felt like to believe in magic. Not just the kind found in wands and spells, but in friendship, adventure, and the unknown. It is a return to a time when life was simpler, when stepping onto platform 9 3/4 felt as real as any dream, and when Hogwarts was not just a school and a story, but a home, waiting to be discovered. Beyond its story, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone remains a breathtaking cinematic experience, crafted with a sense of warmth and wonder that lingers long after the credits roll. Its visual and emotional aesthetic plays a crucial role in creating the nostalgic magic that makes this film feel like a treasured memory. From the golden glow of candlelit halls to the frost-covered grounds of Hogwarts in winter, every frame is infused with a sense of enchantment, as if the world of the film exists just beyond our reach, waiting to welcome us home. Director Christopher Columbus masterfully builds a world that feels both grand and intimate, larger than life yet deeply personal. The way the camera lingers on Harry's expressions, the awe in his eyes as he gazes up at the castle for the first time, the quiet joy of unwrapping his first Christmas gift, the tentative excitement of stepping onto the broomstick allows us to experience his wonder alongside him. The film doesn't rush through these moments. It lets us sit with them, basking in their magic. The cinematography plays a key role in reinforcing this nostalgic beauty. The soft golden hues that permeate the film evoke a sense of warmth and safety, as if the entire story exists within a dreamlike glow. The lighting in Hogwarts is particularly striking, torches flickering in the dim corridors, the Great Hall bathed in candlelight, and the common rooms offering a cozy refuge from the outside world. The way the film captures seasons also enhances its nostalgic pull. The golden brown autumn leaves as students arrive at Hogwarts, the glistening snowfalls at Christmas, and the lush green grounds in spring all create a sensory experience that feels rich and immersive. No discussions of the film's emotional aesthetic would be complete without mentioning John Williams' iconic score. The very first notes of Hedwig's theme are enough to transport audiences back to the magic of their first viewing, awakening a flood of emotions tied to childhood wonder. The soundtrack is more than just a background. It's an emotional guide, heightening every moment of discovery, joy, and even fear. The swelling orchestration as Harry soars through the sky on his broomstick for the first time, the haunting mystery of the Forbidden Forest, and the delicate, twinkling notes that accompany Hogwarts in the snow all contribute to the film's deep sense of nostalgia. Perhaps what makes the film's aesthetic so powerful is that it remains untouched by time. Unlike the evolving visuals of later films, which become darker and more grounded in realism, the Sorcerer's Stone exists in a space of timeless fantasy. Hogwarts, as it is portrayed here, feels like a place outside of time. A world that will always be waiting for us, exactly as we remember it. The castle will always glow with candlelight, the express will always whistle into the station, and Harry will always be that 11-year-old boy with a lightning-shaped scar, stepping into a world where anything is possible. Revisiting Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone as an adult is profoundly a different experience than watching it as a child. As children, we are enchanted by magic, swept up in the fantasy of spells and flying broomsticks and enchanted castles. But as adults, there is an added layer of nostalgia, a bittersweet realization that we are no longer the same as we once were when we first encountered this world. What was once an introduction to adventure now feels like a window into the past. A glimpse of time when life felt simpler, when magic seemed just a little more real. The film, in many ways, mirrors our own journey through time. Just as Harry steps into an unfamiliar world filled with wonder and endless possibilities, we too experience childhood with wide-eyed excitement, believing that anything was possible. Hogwarts was not just a school for wizards, it was a symbol of adventure, belonging, and the idea that somewhere out there the world of magic could exist. Watching the Sorcerer's Stone again is like stepping onto platform 9 3/4 and feeling, even just for a moment, that same rush of excitement we felt the first time. Yet, there's a quiet sadness in the realization that we can never truly return to that time. The characters on screen remain frozen in their youthful innocence while we continue to grow older, moving away from the dreams and fantasies that once defined our childhood. There is a sense of longing in watching Harry receive his Hogwarts letter, knowing that we once waited for ours too. Believing, if only for a fleeting moment, that an owl might arrive at our window. The magic of childhood is ephemeral, slipping through our fingers like sand, and the Sorcerer's Stone serves as both a reminder of its wonder and the inevitability of its passing. However, in many ways, the film also offers a comfort. It reassures us that even though we have grown older, we can still return to this world whenever we need to. Hogwarts remains unchanged, an ever-present refuge waiting for us no matter how much time has passed. The wonder we felt as children may have evolved into nostalgia, but it has not disappeared. Instead, it's deepened, becoming something even more meaningful, a testament to the stories that shaped us and the worlds that will always live in our hearts. In the end, The Sorcerer's Stone is more than just a film. It's a portal to a part of ourselves we never want to lose. It allows us to reclaim, if only for a little while, the magic we once believed in so fiercely. And perhaps that is the greatest magic of all. Not the spells or the potions, but the ability of a story to bring us home, time and time again. One of the most remarkable things about Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone is its ability to endure. Despite the passing of time, changing trends in cinema, and the evolution of Harry Potter, this first film remains as enchanting as ever. It's not merely nostalgia that keeps it alive in the hearts of fans. Rather, it's the timeless nature of its magic, both literal and figurative, that ensures its lasting impact. Unlike reality, which is ever-changing, the Sorcerer's Stone exists in a state of permanence. No matter how much time passes, Hogwarts will always be there, unchanged. The castle doors will always swing open to reveal the candlelit Great Hall. Hagrid will always be waiting by the boats. And the Sorting Hat will always call out names with wisdom that feels eternal, and always sort me into Hufflepuff. The consistency of this world is deeply comforting, offering a sense of stability and escape in a way few other stories can. But beyond its setting, the film resonates because of the universal themes it explores. At its core, The Sorcerer's Stone is a story of discovery, belonging, and the belief that there is something extraordinary within all of us. Harry's journey from an unwanted, overlooked child to someone who finds a home and purpose is one that speaks to people of all ages. Who hasn't at some point felt like they didn't quite fit in? Who hasn't wished for an escape, a grand adventure waiting just around the corner? The film captures that longing, and it transforms it into something magical, a promise that there is more to life than what we can see. Even the smallest details contribute to the film's timeless charm. The friendship between Harry, Ron, and Hermione are built on a foundation of trust, loyalty, and shared experiences, reminding us of the friendships we formed in our youth. The wonder of discovering something new, whether it's casting a spell or riding a broomstick or simply finding out where one belongs, is something that can never lose its power no matter how many times we watch it unfold. In an age where films often strive for spectacle, filled with fast-paced action and visual effects, The Sorcerer's Stone stands apart in its quiet, deliberate storytelling. It doesn't rush, but instead allows us to soak in every moment, to feel the magic as deeply as its characters do, And perhaps that is why, even after all these years, it remains so beloved. It doesn't just tell a story, it invites us into a world that feels real. A place where magic is not just possible, but everlasting. Ultimately, the magic of Sorcerer's Stone is not only with its spells or its creatures, but in its ability to transport us, to take us back to a time when anything seemed possible, when we believed in the extraordinary, and no matter how much time passes, no matter how old we become, that kind of magic never truly fades. And so Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone is more than just the beginning of a beloved story. It's a return to a world where magic feels real, where childhood dreams live on, and where nostalgia lingers in every frame. Its beauty lies not only in its enchanting visuals and timeless storytelling, but its ability to transport us back to a time when we first believed in the impossible. It captures the essence of wonder, of stepping into something extraordinary, and reminds us of the childlike awe that once filled our hearts. As we grow older, the way we experience the film changes. What once was a thrilling adventure now becomes a cherished memory, a bittersweet reminder of the past. Yet, there's comfort in knowing that Hogwarts, and the magic it represents, will always be there. Unchanged, untouched by time, waiting for us to return. The film's magic is not just in its spells, but in its ability to preserve a part of us that might otherwise fade. The part that still longs for adventure, that still believes in something greater than the ordinary. Perhaps the true magic of Sorcerer's Stone is not just in the world it created, but in the way it allows us to hold on to a piece of our own past. No matter how much time passes, we can always step back onto platform 9 3/4, always hear John Williams' familiar score, and always see that castle standing tall against the night sky, welcoming us home. And that is a kind of magic that will never fade.